Okay, here in round one we have the choice, playing first, of course, and yeah, this hand's not bad. Got Nullify and Dissolve, and we can play them both, and we get to do turn one on color Deceit, or Temple, excuse me. I like that. What do we got on top? I think I'll keep it if it's a land. I don't mind drawing a land right away. Eternity Snare. Seems a bit slow. Let's bottom that. I'm looking for threats currently, not answers. Answers we have. Threats, I'm a little bit light on in this hand. I may play a turn 2 Nyxborn just because I can nullify and dissolve coming up. That's not the worst idea. Could also just chill for a bit, but we'll see. Just going to F6 our opponent's turn here. Alright, opponent goes Plains Pass. I think I'm just going to save it for now. Let's nullify and dissolve as necessary. I like having the double bestow guys. Although, starting to beat in right away with Nyxborn's not bad. I just feel like it's probably going to be more valuable to us later as a bestow, but it's also nice to get a threat on board on turn 2. Alright, let's do that instead. Because then we're at least pressuring counterspells with counterspell backup, I feel like is better, but we'll see. Oh. Alright. Well, change of plans. Guess we're chilling. Well, let's nullify that little bad boy. The reason I didn't do Dissolve is because it's more versatile. But in retrospect, maybe because I could have played Baleful, I should have done that instead, but that's alright. Let's just hang out for now. Again. Could have also attacked and then saved up for Griptide or something, but seems unnecessary. Alright, so we'll block. And we'll dissolve. Actually, let's Griptide. I want to get rid of... That's a better 2-for-1. Because then I can dissolve his guy when he replays it. Alright. Pretty good value reaped there. Let's attack with Eidolon. I'm not actually sure. I don't think I'm gonna... I'm actually gonna play the Baleful. Leave up the Dissolve. And I'm not gonna dissolve the God-Favored General. I'd rather not. I'd rather save the Dissolve for when I need it more. Eagle of the Watch. Card's pretty irrelevant. I'm trying to think if I want to save Dissolve for like a bigger threat, you know? Because I feel like he's not going to be able to get in super effectively with the God-Favored General, but... let's counter it, I guess. Crypsis, yeah, it's decent. I'm more in the market for an actual threat. Let's find our Master of the Feast or something. Oh, Shrike Harpy. There we go. That's a good one. Wonder if he's got an answer for it. If he makes this guy huge, at the very least we've got Cast into Darkness. Mastiff, it's pretty good. This last card's a combat trick? What the hell combat trick could it be that would kill my guy? I don't care to find out. I'm going to take 2. So we're just going to Cast into Darkness his Eagle and start getting in again. I don't want to find out what that combat trick is. Huh. Wait a second. So why did he... So he didn't have a combat trick. So I could have killed his guy. Interesting. Well, why did he... Why in God's name would he attack into a... Alright, well, I guess he successfully tricked me. Jeez. I have no idea why he would have done that. Ooh, that was a good one to draw. So he's got to tap our guy down, but that's not the end of the world. So we'll get in with the Siren, leave back the Baleful for the Swift Claw, pass. Gonna downfall the Mastiff, likely. Unless a bigger threat arises. Yeah, it's not a big deal. Could technically kill the Gray Merchant, but I'm not going to. So we'll downfall this guy. We can start beating down again. Alright, concession before it's even lethal, interestingly. So, black-white. Ended up, this guy got the Gray Merchant, but we knew we weren't getting it back. We took the downfall over it, which actually panned out this game. I would say downfall performed better than his Gray Merchant did. But black-white, he's got combat tricks, he's got removal, fairly cheap, actually, yeah, pretty cheap curve from what we saw. Might be wise to bring in a 2-drop creature just as additional early blocks. I can get behind that. What am I cutting, though, for that? Maybe the Eternity Snare. Why don't we cut the Snare for now? We'll bring in Fleshmad Steed. I think that trades with a lot of the early stuff we saw, like the Swift Claw, the God-favored General can block at least. The Null, did we see enough to justify that? Theoretically, we could do the Triton instead, but Triton's not necessarily better against him because he's got the Swift Claw. So then I'm just paying an extra mana for a trade dude. So let's just maybe bring in the Steed. I think that's okay. I'm trying to think if we saw any artifacts or enchantments, really. I can't remember now. I don't think we did. Yeah, let's just do Fleshmad Steed. Could also do the black oak, but probably not necessary. Alright, let's try this again. Let's see here. Double black. We're on the draw. I think I'm going to keep it. We got the Nightmarish End. We don't have a blue source, admittedly, but we're on the draw, I presume. Yes. Opponent is mulliganing. I'm going to keep. I like the Nightmarish End. I feel like it's a good reason to keep this hand. If we can get rewarded with a land draw, then we at least have removal for a quick start. All right. Well, that is probably one of the quickest concessions in an 8-4 I have ever seen. He missed his second land drop on a Malta 6 and then immediately conceded. We were getting an island on our next draw. Well, hey, I will always take ridiculously fast concessions. I'll see you round 2.